Charisma of Charisma's Corner, and we are in the Little Pink Barn, and it is the big reveal for Positive Connections, the mystery quilt, and this is what it looks like. It is really a controlled scrappy, and I really love it. I love the simplicity of it. I love all of the little scraps that we were able to use in it, and this is why I also said throw everything in there, because it's not going to matter. Mine has a lot of repeats because I just used my specific fabrics, but if I were doing this not as a designer, I would have thrown as many fabrics in as I could because I love that look and I love the stories that a scrap quilt tells, because when you make a scrap quilt and you have that Easter fabric in it, or that Christmas fabric, or that fabric that was in your daughter's first quilt or your first grandson's quilt, or like all of those memories, so that when you look at that quilt, it's filled with so many bigger things than, you know, what color it is, what the design was. It has all of those little snippets of stories from past projects, other things that we made, and I think that there's something beautiful in that. I love the repurpose, reuse, recycle philosophy, and I love the simplicity of it. So you can't see in my sample here, but the black is for binding, which you can see on the sides, and for these corners in the these corner blocks in the quilt design. So I could have left them white. You could do the same. I also thought you could make maybe colorful setting triangles on the sides if you really wanted to do that. But when I did the mock-up, I didn't really like the colors. It just seemed a little garish to me. I sort of love the simplicity of the white. But to add those little accents in the corner, I thought really kind of helped give it a little bit more. So that's why I said you could wait to see, because maybe when you look at your fabrics, black won't be the color, because maybe you've chosen maybe beige background. So maybe a darker brown would be a pretty accent color, or a red, depending on the colors that you used. Or maybe you had a very controlled look and you only used blues, or you only used reds, something along that line. So have fun with it, play with it, and I am so happy that you joined me for this sew along. I just think Positive Connections, which are those little plus signs that connected everything, right? I think we all need positive connections, whether it's with each other, in person, the quilting community. I have so many friends online that have been cheering me on that I've maybe never met in person, and those positive connections really mean a lot to me on so many levels. And I think with everything that we've been through in the last several years, we all kind of really understand that connection is really much more important, and we don't take it for granted like we once did. And I hope that you all have a wonderful spring, and that you have one more quilt under your belt making something useful out of nothing, basically. So bye. Please like, follow, subscribe. It helps the algorithm. It helps me. It helps my business. And these patterns will be available now as a whole pattern on my site for like $5 or $6 or something like that. So if you didn't catch the patterns as they were coming out in my newsletter, you can always just get the pattern on my site, charismascorner.com, and you can follow me on IG at Charisma Horton. And so, bye.